Westerville, just outside of Columbus. Here we are. It is Logan Castle.
And Dane Marburger.
And we are here streaming you the Rainbow Six match for Otterbein University against Fisher, number 2 ranked in the division. What are your thoughts so far?
From what I read, they're number 2 in the country as well.
So number 2 in the country, which is even more of a formidable opponent for Otterbein. Otterbein's Overwatch season just recently ended. I believe they went 3-4.
All right.
Which is an unfortunate record. Unfortunately, they did not make playoffs, but they still played well. They played their hearts out, and now we get to see Rainbow Six play a little bit longer. And hopefully they play this nationally ranked team. Hopefully they come out fine. So far, everyone's alive. Looks like there's only 3 revealed so far. Well, 2 revealed. Welcome back after some brief tech issues, but we're back on stream with Otterbein and Fisher both playing. Both teams still have 4 of 4 operators left. Looks like Otterbein is rolling with a Thermite, a Jackal, looks like, and 2 more operators. Looks like a Blitz. It looks like they just lost another operator, so that's 3 to 3. That's 2 to 4 now. They just lost their Jackal right there. Pushed in with Blitz. Blitz is definitely an interesting operator here because Blitz has the ability to not only have a shield, but can also flash with the shield, which is a fun thing. And unfortunately, that Blitz is down as well, and looks like it might be down to a 1v4. That's 1 elimination for Palamada right there. Palamada taking a few peeks around there. Looks like a nice black ice skin too as well on his rifle.
Thermite's going to have a tough time pushing into the site here.
Absolutely. Thermite, definitely early game. Oh, wow. And just executed by that revolver play right there. Dropped right in and just bam.
They did a great job with that one, covering all their bases.
Absolutely. Coming in around 3 with no ban phase. Fisher up 2 against Otterbein so far. Otterbein back on the offense. It's like Otterbein doesn't have any picks yet, but Fenrir is a new operator, I've heard. Azami, Valkyrie, Legion, and Mira on Fisher's side. And for Otterbein, they're taking a Grim, a Dekebi, definitely a great distraction. Blitz is taking a play there. And it looks like they're also going to have a Twitch and Hibana. Okay, Twitch, definitely a good play with drone plays. And a Dekebi, again, for that distraction play. And Hibana is a great hard breacher as well. What do you think?
I think that Twitch could definitely be a very strong pick with this current lineup, seeing as how she can deal with Mira, Fenrir, and Legion. So she can be a very strong counter pick. If
I agree. And it looks like Otterbein has already located the first 2 bombs. Great map play so far. Again, if you can locate those bombs early, you can see where they're trying to set up, except for roamers like our Caveras and sometimes even our Clashes. I've seen a few Clashes decide to move around. And Mira's an interesting pick on Fisher's side. I know her ability to place down the window is a great ability to have, just to have a bit more scouting. But I can't really see the appeal outside for Vector. Vector is very powerful. Even then, they're going with the shotgun play. So it could be interesting. Otterbein looks like they're going through the left side here. Blitz coming right up, taking 1 knife, and breaking that window. Might be looking for a breach right in. Looking for the barricade. Takes their drone to get more droning in.
Otterbein with a great pick on the Solus.
Absolutely looking for a peek here. It looks like a few bullets coming in as well. This Blitz might be coming in for a surprise attack. Goes right in. Sees the bullets, looks for the shadow.
Definitely playing very careful.
It looks like someone right around that corner as well against that Blitz. Might be just interesting. Again, just interesting plays. Interesting plays from both sides so far.
Otterbein is definitely playing very careful this match.
Absolutely, fair enough. I mean, they're down 2 to 0 right now, and they're looking for the first round win. Blitz with some good damage blocking. Looks like some shots rang out from there. Gridlock throwing 1 out. Another drone going right back out. Do a bit more scouting. Might just place it there as a little camera for yourself.
Otterbein doing a great job droning, figuring out all there is. And Azami takes that drone out.
Great plays by the Gridlock here. Looks like their ace might be down that time. Yeah, looks like they took an ace play there. Again, hard breacher, great plays. He can absolutely be devastating, especially with the AK-12 he has equipped.
An excellent gun.
Absolutely.
And without ace, this round
looks like a double kill by Neb there as well. Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
looks like Fisher's defense might be letting up a little bit of a gap.
Those Fenrir mines can do a horrible job against a lot of the team, really, because the vision reduction lasts in a very long time. So it can ruin a lot of pushes if not dealt with correctly.
Absolutely. If there were a peak way of playing Siege, it'd be 2 people sitting behind those corners like we just saw. I feel like that is just the epitome of what Rainbow Six Siege looks like. Looks like the Keppa going back out the window. Might be going for a rear play here. Gridlock taking a good peek. Might be moving around again.
30 seconds left in the match. This could be a very tight window.
Absolutely. It's a tight window to get that diffuser in. Otterbein has it for sure. They have the diffuser in control, With that diffuser, they can plant that bomb, then get a win, unless they go for the eliminations. That that Mark 14 going right into those going right into that barricade. That was a very power play. I did not expect it to eat through it like that.
Yeah, the battle rifles.
Like
in
lost
this game-
another member right there. Looks like they lost their blitz as well.
Ooh,
Good
Otterbein
shots.
with an
Down
excellent
down
pick.
to a 2 versus 2 with 3 seconds left in the round. Again, despite, and unfortunately, they just could not plant in time. And the bombs will go off, and unfortunately, that is another round loss for Otterbein.
Fisher doing an excellent job playing defense and keeping time in their favor.
All right, going into the ban phase, Otterbein and Fisher looking like they're going to take their picks on who to ban, which is a fair enough play. I mean, some operators are just those operators you don't want to deal with, which is respectfully. I mean, Overwatch has them as well in their leagues. So they're getting rid of Mira and Dokebi off of defense and attack, which is fair enough. Both of them can be annoying. Again, I don't see the appeal for Mira, though.
Mira can actually be very strong when used with a hard wall right next to a soft wall. Being able to line up your headshots and slide right across. It can be a very strong play for the defense.
I guess that could be one of the reasons. Looks like Otterbein taking a Capitao, Nomad, a Buck, an Ace, and it looked like one more operator that I didn't catch. Grim. Okay. Interesting. Definitely some more interesting. It looks like a bit of a heavier hit here now because Buck with that underbarrel shotgun and Ace with some more hard breaching. It might be just fun. It might be a fun play just to push right into Fisher's defense and almost like taking a blitz in football.
It looks like Fisher University might be planning to hunker down on site a little bit with their bandit and smoke picks.
As well, same as that frost, throwing down the frost traps. I know they could be easy to find, but sometimes you may not be thinking about it. You might be thinking about the enemy and just trip one, and then you're down, and that's the end of the round. So definitely some sneaky plays. I definitely want to see some sneaky plays. And then Malusi to hold you down with her gadget can definitely cause some issues as well with speed, which is something that this Otterbein team definitely looks to be using.
And not being able to hear. Lucy's gadget is very strong.
As well as also being pretty much a backup proximity alarm.
Absolutely. Right, Otterbein still outside the building, playing very careful, trying to create some phantom pressure in there.
Fair enough. Maybe trying to fake it here. Looks like there's somebody right on that window, too. If he knew, he'd just go for the wall bang and take one right now. Looks like they're trying to add a bit of fake pressure, like you said, that phantom pressure of just break a few barriers here and there, make them think they're going one way and maybe go around the other. A little bit of risky plays here. There's in that smoke bomb there.
Just the threat of having a possible enemy can be very detrimental. Because you'd have to constantly watch out for those. You really never know.
Absolutely. Looks like throwing down another brick walls again.
Those zombie barricades can be very tough to break through at times.
Appearing on that bottom doorway, looks like might be going up again. Goes in drone, it gets in the windowsill. I was expecting it to go right back down. Okay, looks like they got a shield there as well on their side and a bandit breach. Unfortunately, with Ace, you cannot get through a bandit breach because it'll just destroy the gadget.
It was a very
and all three of them are destroyed right there.
Excellent play by Grim, getting their ace able to into the building.
Absolutely. With that ace, just, again, more distractions. Looks like, unfortunately, two of their operators already went down. Looks like they're Buck, and it looks like they're Grim.
Nope, Grim is still up.
Grim's still up.
Looks like Nomad.
Oh, and now their Grim is down.
Yep.
Looks like it's now a 2-5 fight for Otterbein. And that'll make it a 1-5. And they've unfortunately lost the diffuser as well. Like Ace going back around the other side of the build, might be going for a rappel down, and maybe even that might look like a team kill there for Fisher. I did not expect that, especially in a competitive match like this. That might even the odds with his Ace. If he might go for a 1v4. It's happened. It's absolutely happened.
There always are the possibilities, though. With 40 seconds left in the round and Ace just now getting in, this could be a very difficult spot to be in.
It could be a difficult spot to plant or just to get eliminations. That's the Malusi right there. Gets one elim right there. Yeah, great headshot. But unfortunately, they pair with another one from the Frost right there. Again, Frost SMG has been devastating as well, especially from the time I used to play it back a few years ago. Still just a devastating weapon, her SMG is.
It has a very controllable recoil.
Exactly, and it does enough damage to where you're not like bare bones and you feel like you're never doing enough damage. See, it looks like Otterbein back on the offense. They're still on the offense here. Looks like Fisher taking that same defensive play, but instead taking a Maestro. Maestro definitely a big play as well. With his LMG and his cameras, he's able to do a bunch of laser damage. I think is 5 apiece, which is enough to make you care. And it has a shield. It has that bubble on top of it, so you cannot hit it unless you're a sledge or if you catch it at the right time when it's open.
Mm-hmm. You can also use an ash on them.
You can also use ash browns on them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Okay. Looks like Otterbein taking a Thermite and Jackal again. Looks like a Lion to try and get some power pick. Trying to get some locations here. Blitz and that same operator from last time as well. Looks like, again, some great plays and some... It's been a great few rounds to start. Oh, looks like a drone almost got stopped there. By that Malusi, possibly. Good start, taking out cameras on the outside. Always great to start. I've always had trouble trying to memorize what those cameras are. It feels like they change every time.
Yeah, especially from every single spawn point. And there's a lot of maps in ranked rotation, which can be difficult for newer players.
Absolutely. It's like going back into drone phase. They got the bombs located. They just have no idea on operators. They know so far Warden, Malusi, and Mira so far.
On bands, you mean?
On bands. On bands. I apologize. Those are the bands. Again, I don't understand Warden though on the band. He doesn't really strike me as a power player besides just being able to get through flashbangs and smoke bombs.
He can be very effective when it comes to planting and post-planting. Being able to stop a plant dead in its tracks if they're using smokes.
Gotcha.
He can be situational but incredibly strong.
Absolutely.
In multiple scenarios.
Taking on another camera right there, Jackal. Of course, keeping that headset on. It's a bit of a purple flare, but you can get right past it if you've played him enough. And getting those footsteps, it's a worthy trade-off.
Absolutely. Jackal is a little bit underpicked character from what I've found, but
weirdly, I'd imagine his ability to be a bit more picked, especially because of its tracking ability. Although you know that you're being tracked, it's still a play that just a why not play.
I think that people have found Deimos to be about as effective with his death mark trackers.
That's like a breach from that Thermite as well, throwing out a little thing right there.
Yep. Nomad's air jabs can be incredibly effective with covering your flanks if you don't see them. It's completely stunning the enemy as well.
Absolutely. Jackal, look for that stairway play. Wow, just absolutely demolishing the floor here. I'd be looking just to peek under the railings.
The vertical pressure can be devastating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Looks like Otterbein already down an operator. They're down 1 so far. 4 versus 5 coming into here. Looks like... Oh, their Jackal goes down. I guess their Jackal got tracked down himself. They'll make it a 3-5. That's a 2 and 5 there, and they've lost the diffuser. Peeking around a little bit. Going back outside. I try and just go around them. If you can't go through them, go around them.
Yeah, Fisher does an incredible job covering.
And that's a 1v5 for this operator here.
Wow. Ram is going to be very hard pressed to get into the bomb site.
I agree. Yeah, it's that vertical pressure there as well. You got to be careful of because they can just see you. And that looks like 1 elim against. What's that?
7 seconds left.
That's their bandit. Yeah, that's. I don't think he's gonna be able to get down there and plant.
No. There's simply not enough time.
No. And that's a round 5 win for Fisher there as well. Wow, just. I think that's a clean sweep, isn't it? 5. 7. All right, then it goes into. Then we go into round 6. Otterbein's still on the offense here, which I'm sure they're getting tired of it eventually. Constantly being on the attack instead of the defense. Looks like they got the Azami. They got a Rook coming in for some armor plates. Valkyrie for probably a bit more camera play here. Trying to get a bit more spotting here. Vigil and Ella. Ella's stun can, again, be a devastating play. They got a Finka, Grim, Hibana.
I believe I saw an ace there as well.
And an ace and a blitz.
Going to switch out their hard breachers. Keeping 2 at least.
Yeah, I mean, 2 hard breachers is enough to definitely take out some heavy walls. I'd say maybe bare minimum, you should have 1 to a squad.
Absolutely.
And Hibana's, I think it's her assault rifle that's been pretty good. And Ace's AK-12, again, devastating weapons, especially in the right hands. And Finka with the nanobots to just keep herself healed. Great plays. Blitz with the shields. Definitely very offensively minded.
Nanobots can also, I mean, her nano boost can also increase your ADS speed. Which can be
I believe it increases ADS. Does it increase movement as well?
I'm not sure, but Finka is an incredible play when paired with Blitz or other shield operators.
Absolutely, because then you can just use the shield in front of you. Then Finka can use a quicker ADS, and I think it also reduces recoil, just slightly.
I believe so.
So that again, it's just power plays with the shield. Why not play around with it?
Definitely seems like Otterbein's trying to switch things up, get some new ideas.
There's like already a shield. Looks like already a camera taken out there. Well, not a camera, a drone taken out there. Going around. Looks like they've already lost one operator. They lost their blitz right there. I think I'm the Lion using that track. Looks like they've got him stopped. Oh, they've got a few pings already. That's 3 against 5 now in this round.
Yeah, this is Otterbein's last round on attack, unless it goes into overtime.
Correct. Looks like it's gonna be a 3v4 now. Looks like that Ace finally got a kill. I'm gonna throw in a few rounds, just throw in a bit of suppressive fire to catch him off, and unfortunately that Ace is down as well off that headshot.
And the diffuser got dropped. That could be very detrimental for their team.
Absolutely, they could just hard scope on that diffuser and take out whoever goes for it. Another Lion going out. Ella moving around a bit. Ella with the SMG. Her SMG can be devastating. Or is that her assault rifle?
I think that might be her AR.
I think that's her AR. But yeah, in the context of her SMG, just way too high recoil. And I feel like it's just unbearable to use at that rate.
I feel like at higher levels of play, it can definitely be managed better. But personally, I've never been able to get there.
Exactly. And it looks like it's going to be a 1v3 for this Lion. Push into here. Might be going for another track just to keep him still. Fortunately, taking a lot of hits right there. Almost dead. And down he goes off that headshot from the SMG.
Very strong play by the Vigil.
Absolutely. Vigil's play. I'm not sure how Vigil works with the screens.
So it's actually a very strong gadget. It's able to block a lot of any sort of electronic detection.
So Lion track, stuff like that.
Yes.
As
well as Jackal.
Bans have been cleared, and they're looking to go for their next bans here.
This could be match point.
Absolutely. It could be for Fisher. Fisher on attack now, and Otterbein now on defense. See what these bans look like. They're taking a ban on Blackbeard and Mira once again. Okay. Blackbeard again. I never really saw the appeal. I felt like his shield was a little too weak. So whenever I played him.
Blackbeard has actually gotten a significant amount of nerfs this past season.
Then Ying and Cade getting another ban. I could see Ying definitely getting a ban. Those flashbangs can be absolutely unbearable to deal with.
And being able to time them as you roll them out. It can
exactly.
be very rough to deal with.
You can count the beats of them, then you can throw in 3, and they're constantly flashed for the next, like, at least 15 seconds.
Absolutely. Very difficult to play against at times.
Looks like Otterbein taking a Malusia, Zami, Goyo, Mute, and Jaeger. Mute and Jaeger, I know Mute definitely can take care of electronics very well with his jammers. And I know Jaeger, he can use his trophy systems to make sure grenades don't come in. And I believe is it just grenades?
Grenades, flashbangs, really any sort of thrown item, like even gridlock lines as well.
Okay. And then power play with the Malusi again, trying to, well, Goyo. Goyo, again, his ability I never really understood neither. But Malusi for the slowing of movement, definitely going to be useful later on as well.
Goyo can actually be very effective in stalling the enemy if you're trying to play for time. If you shoot the Vulcan canisters, they release a small field of flames.
Which can lock down a point. It can cut off entrances, I can imagine, and cut off exits as well, just to keep them locked in one spot. It can absolutely play some. I'd imagine play some a bit more powerfully and just keeping them away. Nitro, nothing from that. Might have been looking for a play there off the Nitro.
I'm not sure how long the Vulcan canisters last, but I know that they go for a while. It's like 15 to 30 seconds, which can be an incredible amount of time during one game of Siege.
Absolutely. Looks like their Jaeger. Looks like Otterbein's Jaeger already down. Looks like Fisher carrying an Ash, an Ace, 2 hard breachers right there, a Gridlock, a Dekebi, and another one of those operators that I cannot recognize from this distance.
Grim, I believe.
Grim. Okay.
Grim is incredible in finding out where the enemies are. Being able to either stick his bees or bounce them, it can be very strong in covering corners,
Okay.
as well as during the planning phase.
Another tracker just like Lion sounds good. Looks like Bazer getting a double kill now. Making it a 3-5 game against Otterbein. Dekebi trying to block the Dekebi off again. It says phones, man. It looks like Fisher has already planted a diffuser, and Otterbein is down to 2 against 5. Looks like they got a headshot to start. Down to 1v3 now, losing 2 operators, and that'll be a round 7 win. So that now is a full sweep.
That is the first set.
For Fisher. Wow. An interesting first round. Unfortunately, we could not capture all of the action, but we've got a good 4 rounds for you. Cool highlight intro there from Evil Scoob. And again, great plays here so far. Otterbein, unfortunately, not being able to get a round win against Fisher, but definitely some interesting gameplay. What do you think so far?
Who's ready for another match?
I'm excited to see how
Need to hear
Otterbein.
voice, bro.
I'm excited to see how Otterbein chooses to adapt for these upcoming games.
I definitely agree. I think that with time they can adapt and see where they can sort of find a weak point. Eventually, they can eventually find a weak point and they can take it back and within a few rounds and hopefully come away with a win against Fisher. All right, we will catch y'all when the next round begins.
See you soon.
And we are back, coming right into round 2 on, it looks like the bank map for a siege here. Looks like we're going right into the ban phase.
All right, now let's see how Otterbein tries to adapt to Fisher University's defense this round.
Especially seeing how Fisher's defense was doing very well against Otterbein's offense. This will be definitely a very interesting play. Banning Glaz and Mira. Okay, Glaz, I mean, the only appeal I could see is just having a long-range sniper at that rate. I mean, on the bank map, it might be a bit more powerful, but still. Don't really see too much of the appeal. It looks like they're going in for the other ban phase for defense and offense. See what they just choose. They decide to ban Cade and Ying again. Okay, fair enough. Again, I don't know Cade's ability, but I know Ying is just dealing with the flashbangs.
Cade is very similar to Bandit. He throws down his Artilla Electro Claws to any location, and within a certain radius, it'll electrify.
Gotcha. Okay, it looks like Fisher's defense taking a Goyo, Fenrir, Mute, Tubaro, and Smoke, and Otterbein's offense. I'll just take a Mountain, a Dokkaebi, another Lion, a Ace, and it looks like Grim again. Okay, it looks like the tactics slightly changing up here, but I definitely see some familiarity here.
Looks like they switched. Oh, they're switching again. Ace is going to Hibana, and Grim is going to Osa.
Okay, it looks like their Monty is gonna go to Blitz as well. Definitely some interesting plays, interesting choices here. Just flip it around, maybe they're just trying to try a few new things. It's a great view of just some cars here, so I definitely would love to see what we're planning on Fisher's side. Looks like I already got mute jammed on drone phase, which isn't the greatest sign, but it's a sign, I suppose.
Otterbein going right in, trying to find their pressure.
They changed for a Capitown. They've also got a sledge now. Okay. Again, sledge with this sledgehammer. That would make sense as a name.
Very strong at creating vertical play.
Absolutely. Vertical play and sometimes just getting through soft walls, or sometimes it's a cool execution. I'm going through rear bank here.
Also fast breaching windows. He's excellent at that, but it can be a very risky play.
Shield there, flashes for the shield. Unfortunately, down as well. It looks like Otterbein's already down 3-5. Wow.
This would be a tough match to pull through.
Down their blitz and they are down their blitz and their sledge.
So Fisher University did lose their Goyo, but he is more of a place and play. Nope. Goyo has been revived.
Been very reserved so far, this Otterbein offense, because they're just really trying to play very backwards and try not to push too far in fear of losing operators. But it seems like no matter what they do, they're always going to lose operators. So why not just push right in, try and get what you can done?
I think that Fisher University has been very effective at hitting flanks, and that Otterbein's just trying to cover their bases as well as possible.
Fair enough. I mean, whatever you got to do to make a play, and it seems to slightly be working. I mean, Otterbein's record for Rainbow Six has been very well, but unfortunately, this game so far has been a sweep, and we can only hope that Otterbein does a little bit better in these coming rounds.
Fisher University is definitely proving why they are the number 2 collegiate team in the country.
Absolutely. Get on the stairs, that Hibana. Looking around, takes out that camera. There's that vertical right there, and got wall banged. Wow.
With a headshot as well.
Yeah, headshot wall bang. Just devastating. That's a little disrespectful, if anything I would say. That's a little disrespectful. Oh, it looks like Fisher already down to 2v3. This is winnable for Otterbein here. With 45 seconds on the clock, this is winnable. Right on a few shots going around.
Very low health. I think that is an insta-kill if he gets hit next.
Going for a hard breach play here to get through that bottom barrier. We'll throw out a smoke bomb as well, just to drop right down.
This could be a very difficult
round. 2v3. Absolutely, with now 22 seconds on the clock. Siege very quick rounds compared to Overwatch. That looks to be a 1v3 now, and that is a double kill for Marmalade.
Every second can count in Siege.
Absolutely.
Very difficult.
And that's a win for the defenders right there off a wallbang. I just spotted him through the smoke and just went for it. Wow. Okay, that's Fisher with 8 rounds in the bag so far. And here we come into the no-ban phase.
This looks like it could be another rough round for Otterbein.
Absolutely. Looks like they're taking a castle and a bandit. Okay, definitely some plays here. Castle with those reinforced structures, those reinforced barricades. Bandit with the electrification. Clash, smoke, and Wamai. Looks like Otterbein taking a Monty, Osa. I saw a lion up there. Like a thermite and a buck as well. Again, definitely some, again, hard breaching plays, trying to blitz it in, but it feels like they're almost playing a little too reserved, and they're not pushing in hard enough to add that pressure onto Fisher.
I'm interested to see how Otterbein chooses to interact with the Clash, seeing as how she is a very strong operator this past year.
Exactly. Being a shield op is already almost a cheat code in any Siege game you play. I will argue that. But there is ways to get around them, at least. There is a method to get around them.
Absolutely.
But with the electrification off Clash, it can also form another issue. And she's British, so.
Buck doing some very strong drone play. Getting the drone in the spot. Probably not going to be spotted, but...
And it gives you a spare camera. Why not? Gives you some insight.
can't go
Looks
wrong
like
with
they're
that.
going up rear bank again. They're looking to take that roof advantage. Thermite taking a few plays. Wielding their pistol to start. Interesting
Trying to get that
play.
extra run speed.
Mhm.
Getting another camera.
Firing at that balcony. Took it. Yeah, that camera was taken out, so at least they have a power play there. Sounds like their Buck trying to make a good few plays here with that shotgun. It sounds like that. At least it sounds like that rifle's going off at minimum.
Otterbein switched out for a Deimos.
Hmm.
Now, Deimos can be very effective when it comes to flankers, being able to track them for a set period of time, as long as they know who they're up against.
As
If
long
they
as
get red pinged.
yeah, as long as they know the operator, then they can track them.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was already a defender detected outdoors. It looked like it was that Clash.
That makes a lot of sense, really.
Smoke bomb right there. Yes, Monty just using that shield for leverage right there, just to add a bit of recon. It was it looked like.
Smoke down. Looks like it's a 5v4.
Yeah, but there's that Clash right there, as we were talking about.
With their shield
Clash
placed
one
down.
of those shots. Drop down behind that plot. Unfortunately, that's not enough, and they're down. That's a 4v4 fight right there. Again, it's that Clash that's an issue. Defending shield defenders are just an issue.
Being able to place
this
down a
game.
shield can be very difficult to face.
And adding the shock.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Being able to remotely control a shock as well it's an incredible way to shut down a push.
Absolutely. That Buck might be aiming towards that roof hatch right there, just above him. Trying to aim for that camera. I'm gonna keep the big shield up, just so they don't get peeked and sniped. Thermite looking to maybe make a play here. Was looking for that headshot, just didn't have that aim ready. Just a little off. Again, just hitting that pillar, not hitting the shield, unless that is a timed play for a reason.
Montaigne trying their hardest to gather information and keep pressure on.
Absolutely. That's Monty's job. Outside of just taking hits, they can get good information because of that big blocky. Only 40 seconds remaining in this round for Otterbein. It looks like that. Ooh. Yep, down goes that operator. Down goes that Buck. And down goes the Monty team. Must have gotten around him. And now that Thermite is on his own.
Last once again. In a 1v4. With 20 seconds left.
I'll be going above to try and get some hard peaks above them.
Crazier things have happened.
And it looks like, unfortunately, those crazy things will not come for this Thermite as he's taken out off the roof by an SMG.
Unfortunately. Fisher
Very-
University up 2-0.
In this round, that's 9 rounds they have a win. They have a 9-round winning streak so far, and it looks like going right back for Otterbein to be on offense. Looks like taking a Warden play and a Fenrir again, Maestro, a Zami, and one more pick they haven't gotten yet, but they have, they got a Wamai again. Got a Blackbeard, Sens, Blitz, and 2 more operators that we are going to find out next, Nomad and Dekebi. Again, very hard hitting. This time it looks like they're definitely playing a bit more reserved this time, but the last round was very hard breachy based, so I'd hope that they can sort of elevate off of that pressure.
I'm excited to see how they choose to play around the Fenrir mines as well as the Wamai magnets, because those in conjunction can be very difficult to counter.
I would agree. Then again, Warden, as you said, can just devastate a stop on the diffuser if they manage to get there. A good backup plan just in case. Maestro with the cameras and being able to do good damage with that. Great plays so far. Great picks, and I can definitely see this maybe going in Fisher's hand again.
And operators are locked in.
Looks like it now. Looks like Otterbein sticking with the Dekebi and and they swapped out for a Lion now.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to get that tracking in. Ooh, looks like some heavy rounds sent out there from that Lion. Maybe just trying to catch him off guard, move him around a little bit.
Apply some pressure, make sure Fisher doesn't know where they're coming from.
Absolutely. Looks like they have a shield op as well now.
Well, that's Blackbeard.
Yeah, that's the Blackbeard taking a shield. Throwing out some grenades here. Might be looking for a hard peek.
Looks like
Checking the
Otterbein
backside.
really enjoyed this spot in terms of entering the building.
Absolutely. Maybe it's time to switch it up. Catch them off guard. Go through the front.
After a while, it can become predictable.
Exactly. An offense can become predictable quickly if they keep repeating the same tactic. There's like a Lion holding that hard peek right there. Let's see what the rest of the offense might be looking like.
I'm curious to see why Otterbein chose to pick Sense. You don't see Sense all that often.
Oh, and it looks like
Now he's
Sens is
dead.
already down. I don't even know what Sen's ability is, honestly.
He rolls out a disc that can create essentially walls of smoke for a limited time. Just a barrier.
Gotcha. It's like Beezar taking another double kill, and that's leaving Otterbein with a 2 versus 5, with 2 operators still being outside with 1:30 left in the round. I'm not sure how to think if I'm thinking like Otterbein right here. I'm not sure what to think. I'll be going for some
Strong
peeks
vertical
here.
play from Lion.
Absolutely. Just flip it upside down. Why not? Play like Spider-Man. Taking out a potted plant. What did the plant ever do to you just to get a little bit of corner cover? As I spotted that Warner on that stairwell, might be going back up. I've been looking for a snipe. And he gets it. There you go. That's a double kill right there from Mike.
Down to 2v3.
And strong vertical play off that hatch right there. Pushes from behind. Looks like that is that Blackbeard once again. Smashing straight through. Might be trying for a wall bang.
Definitely looks like it.
Goes on the grenade. There's a bit of damage to himself as well off that.
Seems like he failed to throw it through the floor bars.
But standing there, that's interesting, I'll say the least.
Very
Looks like they got
bold
22 seconds left now in the round. And neither of them have gotten even close to the diffuser yet.
10 seconds left, and Otterbein's on the wrong floor.
Yep, that's 10 seconds with so many rounds left. And it looks like they've already dropped the diffuser with 5 seconds left. Might be just going for a quick kill just to end it out, and unfortunately can't even get that off. That's another kill by SMG. Or Fisher. Wow, again, just very stiff competition for Otterbein here. I mean, respectfully, Otterbein has been a power team just as well as Fisher has, but Fisher being ranked number 2 nationally is definitely something that Otterbein has to compete with.
Absolutely. This was bound to be a very difficult game for them.
I'd imagine a very long game too.
Otterbein choosing to ban Clash.
Fair enough. I mean, as I saw, that Clash play from their last round was a bit devastating, and Dekebi being a ban as well. It's like Fisher taking a Goyo, Smoke, Fenrir, Mute, and Tubaro. Tubaro, I'm not sure what his ability is either.
He is pretty effective at stopping hard breaches, being able to freeze a lot of them. Notably, the strongest ones are Hibana and Thermite. He hard counters them very well.
Gotcha. Okay, they might be just trying to counter their hard breachers at that rate. Looks like Otterbein taking in a Blitz, a Twitch so far. Looks like they might have a Hibana. This is what the symbol looks like right there.
No, that would be a Nomad.
A Nomad, okay. Capital, I do recognize.
Tubaro can be very strong if you're trying to stop a specific wall, being able to delay a Thermite for over 30 seconds.
Which can be enough to...
Shoot it off.
Yeah, exactly. Shoot it off or just... yeah, exactly. End the play. It looks like action phase has just started. Otterbein has identified the bombs and identified a few operators off of pings just to keep locations rolling. From the point of view of their Capitao so far. Going around, they're going in through the front entrance this time to see if they can make some plays.
Looks like camera going into the basement.
Hmm.
We'll see if...
Twitch's drone is interesting, as it only has a shock, but it has no jump.
No, it does have a jump.
It has a jump now?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember it not having a jump. Capitao using those windows for leverage here, just looking a bit sneaky. It looks like his drone got destroyed as well.
Bravo was definitely a good pick for this.
Absolutely.
Being able to counter Goyo as well as Fenrir and Mute
Looks
to
like
an extent.
yep, there we go. And there is an elimination. Looks like it's an even playing field now, back to 4v4.
Yep.
At least for the moment. Looks like they're going to throw out that little thing. Capitao sneaking around. Looks like Otterbein losing another operator again.
Or
Now it's back
Nomad.
to 3v4, losing their Nomad.
Twitch covering a very strong angle here, blocking down a whole line of sight.
Absolutely.
Especially from outside, it is very difficult to see someone sitting there if you're inside playing on the
I'd
balcony.
agree. Looks like they had a mute jammer sitting right there that could cause some issues. Looks like they found that Goyo right there.
We'll see how Otterbein chooses to deal with them.
Absolutely.
I'm going for the floor hard breach. Excellent play by Capitao.
I'd be just using that straight up for a distraction or just to boom around a little bit. Make them think, hey, maybe they're going in from the top instead of the sides.
Looks like.
And
Looks
that's
like
looks
Flash
like
drops and got pretty quickly eliminated.
Clash had their, and it looks like they had their diffusers as well.
Yep. That'll be very difficult.
And then
to
make it a
recover in
2 to
such
3. This
vulnerable
is still
spot.
winnable for Otterbein here. Twitch and Capitao are ready to go.
Twitch choosing to approach from the basement now. An excellent
It's
shot.
a 2v2 right there as well.
With 35 seconds left in the match, this could be a very tight one.
Can they get 2 eliminations or plant within 30 seconds would be the question. Capitao throwing out that fire right there, maybe just to lock down some spots.
I'm curious to see how they choose to approach the diffuser sitting out, because I expect Fisher to be playing extremely passively, waiting for Otterbein to push in.
There's like
Sounds
10
like they are.
seconds now left. Yeah, they're ready for them to push in. And it looks like they've looked at bomb sites, peeking around, and just taking off that vertical right there. Looks like the Defenders will take it.
Yep, and Fisher wins round 4, leaving it to a clean 4-0.
That'll be another win. Wow. Just Fisher has been devastating against Otterbein so far. Feels like there's just no solutions against them. But I know Otterbein has to have something cooking in the back, off the back burner. Otterbein taking a Monty, Deimos. Got a Thermite, that Capitao play again. They have an Ace as well. Again, 2 hard breachers, maybe some misdirection there. They swapped out for a Buck instead. Yeah, maybe a bit more hard breacher play here, just to sort of catch them off guard, take a few reinforced walls out, see how things look.
Ace switching to Osa as well. That'll be an interesting choice.
Hmm.
And Deimos, his pistol is incredibly effective at breaking soft walls, being able to, I believe, 1 or 2 shot all the way through them. And with his deathmark trackers, he does very effective with wall bangs and vertical play.
And it looks like they're
Switching
using
off.
those shotguns mainly just to make rotations or just to make windows for themselves without having to need a mirror. Without even having to need a mirror, by just break off the soft wall and just keep a little bit of gap there, so they can just rotate around and they have all that open space to aim with now.
Yep. Deimos switching over to Twitch for the round, throwing in a very far drone. Looking to scope out where all of Fisher.
They're throwing
University
that drone
defenses.
now. Twitch looks like gonna peek up. Anybody maybe even using that slight shrubbage just for a little bit of cover. And a few more shots. Again, Buck throwing out massive rounds there just to maybe scare him off or maybe just get him to a better position.
applying even more pressure, getting the Monty in.
Mm-hmm. With that Monty, you got intel as well. Monty isn't just for the shield. Getting off that prox alarm there. Thermite taking a quick peek over there. Nearly took a headshot there as well. Maybe going for another peek.
Still 5 and 5, 1 minute in through the round.
Absolutely, which is surprising. Oh,
There we
well,
go.
never
Otterbein
mind.
taking a
Otterbein
very
taking their
good shot.
first kill so far. They have I think that's their first time getting the first elimination.
That is a definite possibility.
Otterbein again, moving around with some power plays. That Monty using those pings to just mark where people are at. Thermite ready to throw in a hard breach right there. And it looks like they've already lost a diffuser as well.
Thermite is down. This could be...
Was trying to get a headshot. It almost looked like he almost got it. It looked like he pretty much did get it.
Looks like smoke is down on Fisher University's side.
So they're
And
taking-
did get eliminated.
Oh, and that's unfortunate too. Shooting right through the table legs to get him. That is a big ouchie. There's that buck down as well
In a 1v3 scenario, Twitch...
between Monty and between Twitch, and Wamai, Castle, and Valkyrie.
With 50 seconds in the round, this could be difficult once more.
I agree. This can definitely be difficult as best. That's probably the best definition you can have of it.
Absolutely. Playing very passively. Picking every angle they can.
Might be going for that vertical play. Oh, and it looks like they almost got spotted first. 20 seconds left in the round. You almost have to take a blitz, and unfortunately, they're taken out from the other side of the room.
Wow.
Drop in MP5 and just take their dome right off. Again, big power plays by Fisher so far, and Otterbein has not found any valid solutions to take any round wins against this team.
I will say, Fisher is incredible at applying pressure from multiple different angles. It can get very difficult in a 1v something scenario.
Absolutely. They've been very well in the up, down, left, right, northeast, southwest, whatever angle you can think of. They've been capitalizing on that stuff against Otterbein very hard.
They're able to find the gap almost instantly in Otterbein's defense and offense.
Just haven't been able to counteract that gap.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Otterbein taking a Blackbeard to start with a Lion. Looks like another swap happening right here. They might be going with a Jackal pick here, is what it looks like.
That is a Brava, actually.
Brava pick, okay.
Very similar to Twitch, but being able to hack the items that they choose to
Really?
destroy.
And what can those hacks do? Like if they hack a mute jammer, could that mean like it counteracts the other stuff around?
Yes, and it's very strong for Maestro, and however, if the item can't be hacked, probably like a mute jammer, it'll just choose to destroy it. It can be effective on Fenrir, but usually the things that you see it hack are like a Rudy Gates, for example.
Yeah, Rooney Gates or like Maestro turrets, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
things that can lock down an area. Yep, I'm going straight in with the Brava cam.
Fair enough.
It can also hack default cameras. Yep, and there's the Maestro pick.
Good start. I'll be going for those bandits next, if they're able to hack those.
It'll just destroy them, I believe.
Fair enough.
Yep, and then you get 3 charges per drone and 3 drones. So 9 possible objects.
Yep, 9 possible hacks at least. Bravo throwing out some good shots right there. Might be going for another drone throw. Gets the throw off, but could not get it directly in the hole. It goes right, but pushes right in there. Unfortunately, they pointed out right there.
Shot it right quick. Watching the possible flank.
Fisher's defense taking a Warden pick once again. They got a bandit, as we saw. Warden, Izami, yes. Wow. Okay. Did not expect that from Otterbein. It looks like they're already down to 3 versus 4. That makes it a 3v3, taking out the Maestro as well on that. They just tried to push a little too far. Peeking around once again. Doing a few quick melees again. Good shots out from Brava, using a Super Shorty to get through that wall. Super Shorty, I always believed, was mainly defensively oriented only. but I guess it got added recently.
Adding rotations can be really effective in attack, trying to find different ways to pierce the enemy's defenses.
It looks like a fire trap went off right in front of that barricade right there.
I believe that was just the pipe.
Okay, gotta go to ping on one operator right there. They're absolutely gonna keep moving though, so that ping isn't gonna be as useful as it once was.
Yep, we'll see if Otterbein can capitalize upon that. So at this point, the information is probably quite stale.
3v3 right now. Otterbein versus Fisher. Coming into round 5, but match 2. Looking to possibly make a drop here again, holding that good angle right there. Maybe just waiting for a power play or somebody to just pop right out.
Otterbein playing incredibly
20
patiently.
seconds. Throwing
these
out,
past few
yeah,
rounds.
20 seconds now remaining on the clock. They have been very, very patient players, but is the patience really a virtue in matches like this against Fisher? Has patience really proven itself?
I think that it would be difficult whether Otterbein chooses to rush in or play very carefully.
Some
due
trying to
how
rush in. They get
effective-
3v2, but they aren't going to be able to touch Diffuser, and that'll be another win for Fisher there.
It is now 6-0, match 2 for Fisher University.
Wow, just interesting plays from Fisher.
However,
And looks like we're going to have a roll swap. And
now this
that'll be
could be
Otterbein
Otterbein
defense.
chance.
This could be their chance to try and bring it back between to match point.
Absolutely.
Let's see what ban phase looks like for either side. I can imagine maybe Mira would probably show up and Ming once again. Fair enough. I mean, I haven't seen anybody pick Ming in a while because she's been banned. And let's see what the picks are. Mira and Blackbeard. Okay.
Blackbeard can be incredible in close range due to his dash having melee priority, meaning that if you choose to hit the shield and he chooses to dash, you get knocked down no matter what, and
Yep.
it is very difficult to counter. However, due to his shield being smaller than the others, it can be easy to shoot his feet or clip a shoulder.
Or just move away around him and get a headshot.
Absolutely. Otterbein choosing to ban Monty as well, trying to get away all the shields that they can.
Fair enough. I mean, shields can absolutely be a devastating option. It looks like they're taking out Tachanka. Tachanka I haven't seen a lot in ranked play, or at least in more competitive play. I haven't seen Tachanka
Absolutely.
mainly.
not.
I mean, is it because of his gadget? Is it because they don't like his guns? Do they not like just his big beefy body to where he has a bigger hitbox?
I think it can be a combination of many things, though. When played correctly, he can lock down an area for a significant amount of time, over a minute.
Especially because of his fire gun, his grenade launcher, or as he calls it, the Shamika. Look, they also have an Azami. Once again, they got a Wamai. They got themselves a smoke, and they have that one guy who rushes through walls, and I watch him through YouTube all the time. I love that operator.
Yeah. Oryx is really
Oryx.
good at surprising the enemy, as well as being able to dash into them, causing a stun effect similar to Blackbeard.
And then you can just take him out right then and there. Very fun plays from Otterbein here.
Tachanka looking to find that strong angle, do some stair play.
Do some Tachanka plays here. Orange team looks like they've located the bombs already off of drones. Hopefully they're not already walked in there. That would be devastating to hear. The bullet's already coming out, looking to maybe peek out and throw a few shots. Oryx backing away. Looks like the prox alarm's already going off. That's a good start.
Judging from the previous round, even though we only got, I believe, one round, Fisher University is very strong at piercing
4v4.
Otterbein defenses
Now it goes
quickly.
4v3. Their smoke is already down again. It looks like that massive amounts of cover for the Sazami as well. Sazami with that quick temporary cover. Looks like this B is already going out from Daimyo.
Ouch,
2 to
and
3
Grim is
now.
down.
Yeah, but that's another headshot. Youchies.
2v3 for Otterbein.
Coming into it. 1 minute 50 remaining in the match still. Not playing nice. Great kill right there. It looks like they've already got a plant. They've got 40 seconds on the clock to get that diffuser down. If they do manage to get that diffuser down, that's a win automatically.
Yeah,
But
time is not on
Fisher,
Otterbein side
yep, they
anymore.
found the diffuser.
Now the question is, will they be able to get their cover for it?
Throwing out that temporary cover to maybe go for a diffuse here.
It's going to be very hard to cover all their bases.
We have 2 peaks, looks like. Just right underneath them. That's a 1v2. That's a 1v1 for Otterbein. Can they get it? No. Unfortunately, Fisher's going to take the win on that one.
Ouch. And that is a 2-0 for Fisher University.
Unfortunately. Okay. So what are your thoughts off that match?
Definitely very difficult for Otterbein University. Fisher University played an incredible game.
I would agree. They were completely dominant throughout all aspects of that match, and it looked like they just swamped them. It was a little too much for Otterbein to handle, in my opinion. I think they just couldn't. They weren't able to formulate any plays. They weren't able to keep things rolling. They weren't able to apply the pressure that they needed. But a loss sometimes is what you need to sort of humble yourself, get back on track, and get ready for your next one.
I think a 7-0 first match can be can be a bit of a shock and kind of destroy your mental game at times.
I would agree. All right. Well, this is Logan Castle
And this is Dane Marburger.
signing off.
See you next stream.